Dear Father, I stand today, just want to say thank you, Lord, for everything that you've done for me. Somebody's gonna need you, Lord. Somebody's gonna need a friend. Well, I stopped by to let you know that I know somebody that'll stick closer than a mother, somebody that'll stick closer than even a father. Well, friend, I'm talking about Jesus Christ. Yeah, thank you, Lord. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Jesus. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. 'Cause I know Jesus will never let you down. No, whenever you need him, I know he'll always be around. I know Jesus will never let you down. No, whenever you need him, oh yeah, he'll always be around. You may need a friend sometimes. There always will be there for you. Now I came to tell you today that Jesus will be there every day. 'Cause I know Jesus, he'll never let you down. Whenever you need the Lord, I know never let you down. No, 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 no. You need the Lord, he'll never let you down. Wait a minute, y'all. Yeah. Don't doubt the Lord. No, no. Don't doubt the Lord, whatever you do. Don't doubt the Lord. No, no. The Lord will always see you through. Just let me tell you. Just tell you what he done for me. Know what he did? He lifted me. He lifted me. He lifted me. He lifted me. He lifted. He lifted. He lifted me.
Okay, you guys. Hi, you guys. Thank you so much for joining us here today on I've Been Through It, hosted by Gail Davis. You guys, that song is I Know Jesus, and that's my cousin Stevie Shaw. He's in the group God's Anointed and Appointed. You guys look it up on iTunes or YouTube, wherever CDs are sold, and support him, okay? God's Anointed and Appointed. And so today, you guys, we have, first of all, you guys, we have to give a thank you to Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Okay, today is his celebration of his birthday. And we just want to say thank you for everything that he done for all of us, every nationality, not just us, but all of us. You know, we want to say thank you to him. And I have a special guest here today, you guys. You know, all of my guests are VIP. But first of all, I do want to give a thank you to Johnny Morris, to Keno, to our leaders. You know, the leader, he know who he is. He makes all this happen too. Everybody that make it happen, the tech guys, Kevin, LaRon, Crystal. I just want to give a shout out to all the people. You know, I want to give a shout out to all my family all over the world. I want to give a shout out to all my friends and all my loved ones. And first of all, I want to thank God. Amen. Lord, forgive me, Lord, for not even saying you first. But I just want to thank God first, because he makes all this possible also. Because he's the one that gives the breath. He's the one that allows all of us to breathe, okay? So we just want to thank him. And I want to introduce my guest, Ida.
Hey,
you. She's so pretty.
Thank you.
Guys. I'm telling you, I met her and she was telling me some of her testimony, and I had to have her on the show. So we're going to let Ida start. So, Ida, you're going to start, like, how many siblings did you say you had?
A total of 7 biologicals.
Biological.
Yes. And then I have other brothers and sisters that were brung in later on in my life.
Okay, and so that's about, what, 11?
It makes 11 of us total.
Awesome. So I know
Yeah.
that's interesting.
It's awesome being the youngest girl.
You the youngest girl?
Yeah, through the thick and thin. I'm the youngest out the bunch.
Really?
I'm the youngest.
Out of 11?
Out of all, yes. I'm the baby.
Oh, my God. Are you spoiled?
Yes. I mean, we have our differences.
know
Of
why you
course,
have-
all families do. But, yeah, I'm pretty...
You spoiled?
I'm
I mean,
spoiled.
you should be.
I'm
Out of
spoiled.
11? That is like a blessing.
I'm blessed. God, I always said that God chose the bright parents for me,
Okay,
and
okay.
He's blessed me to have the structure that I have
That's
today.
beautiful.
I do.
That's beautiful to be able to say, God bless you with the right parents.
Yeah, I couldn't choose them better. I
Everybody
couldn't choose
can't
them
say that, but thank God you could say that. So, Edith, I know you want to tell your story and your testimony where God was, some of the things God brought you through, but
Yeah.
we're going to start probably at your childhood, growing up, going to school, and what was it like growing up with 11 kids, going to school and everything? How did you do in school?
I was an average student.
Okay.
Growing up, I was pretty average. And being at that time, before the other family came in, extended family,
Okay.
it was my brothers and me and my 2 older sisters.
Okay.
And I was pretty average in school. Of course, being the youngest at home, a little hard-headed.
Okay.
Learned from my mistakes growing up.
Okay.
Very protective brothers. Very protective.
Beautiful. That's
I
always
I
nice.
got to a certain age where I thought that it was a little bit time for me to be
Okay.
me, and God is good, because if I would have still been me, I wouldn't probably be here today.
Really?
I made good choices, great choices, because I have 3 beautiful children,
Okay.
and I'm the grandmother of 9.
Are you serious?
Yes, I have 9 grandbabies, and I have my son is my oldest, and then I have my 2 daughters.
Okay, and your son is how old? Your oldest?
Girl, ooh, don't make me say that on here. I mean, he might kill me.
Okay, well, anyway, your oldest son, basically, you're a grandmother of 9, and don't
9.
even look like it.
9.
You don't look like a grandmother at all.
To have teenage grandsons is awesome.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
And they be like, they be like, oh, this is my grandmother. And they be like, man, you lying. That ain't your grandma.
Yeah. It's funny. When me and my daughters walk through the store, like the mall or something, they think we're like sisters.
Really?
And then they be like, no, that's my mom. So they get a little serious about it.
That is so beautiful, though, right?
But I love it. It's a blessing. It's a blessing.
Yeah, we don't crack.
No,
We
I
good
try
black.
not to.
We don't crack.
I
We
try
don't
not
crack
to.
at all. Yeah, so let's tell some of our viewers, Edith, some of the things that you were explaining to me. But you can start with your marriage and things like that. And I know you said you had some health issues that you went through, but God brought you through it.
Yes. I met my husband, I'll say maybe almost 40 years ago.
Okay.
And we became a couple 34 years ago. Actually, 35 come February the 14th.
Wow. So you guys met at teenager.
Yeah, young. Yeah, and we got married, and we have 3 beautiful children.
Wow.
And I recently lost my husband to liver cancer.
So sorry to hear.
And through that struggle, I can be honestly saying that I was planning my funeral at the time that my husband left me, because I didn't think I'd be here, because I'm a cancer survivor.
So you
Literally, stitches just coming out of me from
say
surgery.
that again?
Literally, I have stitches just came out of me from surgery.
Really? And that was from the cancer?
Yeah, I had no choice but to have a certain, 2 surgeries done. It was 10 hours and 45 minute surgery.
Okay.
And at that time, I didn't know if I even wanted to do that, because my husband had surgery and went in, and I lost him 5 days later. So, I had that feeling in me and scared. And, I just had to realize, go back to the old school, the way we used to be back being raised up. Take it to God, give it to God, and leave it with Him.
Give it to
And a lot
God.
of people don't know how to give it to Him and walk away from it and let Him do what He has to do.
Ooh, you gave me chills just now. Just the way you said that, because that is so true. Take it
It
to
is.
God and leave it with Him. Don't pick it back up, right?
You can't. And you
Don't
know
pick
what?
it back up.
It's so funny, because my husband used to always say, "Why are you always in the bathtub?" And I said, "Because that's my serenity. I know how to go in there, put my gospel music on, look up to to the ceiling. And say, God, remove this from me, take this fear from me, and help me move forward. And I learned how to do that. And so that's where I spend all my time, is in my bathroom, giving it to God.
Really? So that's your war room,
Yes.
basically.
Yes.
Because, the movie War Room, I'm telling you, that movie blessed my soul so much. I know you saw the movie already.
Yes. Awesome.
Yeah, so when at the time when you had the cancer, your husband was going through also?
Well, at the time that I got diagnosed, my first scare with cancer, I had colon cancer.
Okay.
So we didn't know what was going on, and they found it and got it. I was good.
Okay.
And my husband had some medical issues, and he went in. He didn't know not taking care of that would cause it to turn into liver cancer. So he played with it. And I begged him, make sure you go to the doctor, take care of this. He was telling me he was doing it, but in all reality, he wasn't doing it the way he should have.
And so basically, he wasn't really going to the doctor, like.
No.
Was it because he was scared, or because he just, like they say that men don't like to go to the doctor a lot?
I truly believe it was because he was afraid. I can say in our marriage, my husband's probably been to the doctor 7 times.
Really?
And then he was a provider. That's one thing I can't take from him. He was a heck of a provider.
Right.
So missing work and stuff like that, he wasn't willing to do if his family had to suffer from it. So
you got an awesome husband.
Yeah, I can thank God for not have to worry about a bill. I mean, we all worry about a bill, but I knew it would be taken care of. If it wasn't the day it was due, a week later it was taken care of, and I thank God
Many people could say
for being able to do that. And at the time of losing my husband, was the worst nightmare I can say I experienced, but it did give me strength to be able to take care of him them last couple of days and build and learn from it. And like I tell my daughters, know where your strength is, and it's in God. Keep it there, because we can't do this without him. We can't sit there and say, oh, I got this. No, you don't have anything. God got it. And it's going to be his will, and it's already written.
Yes.
You just got to go along with the program and thank God for every blessing you have.
Yeah.
When you can go to sleep on that, wake up in the morning, whether you got a headache or feel like you stiff, you still woke up.
Wow.
My husband didn't wake up. And that's why...
So he actually went transition in his sleep?
Well, he was up. Maybe I said that wrong. He was up and alert. Actually, he was in the swimming pool the day before with his grandkids.
Really?
We barbecued. And when he went to bed that night, he wasn't the same the next morning.
Okay.
And we seen him drift away slowly, talking to me and communicating with me. Went from being able to, I can hear him, understanding him clearly, to him rasping, trying to tell me. The last thing, and my niece Jana, she makes me just feel so good about it. The last thing my husband said to me was, in the hospital when we called the paramedics, he looked at me and he said, babe, I said, huh? He said, look at me. And I looked at him and he said, give me a kiss. And I gave him a kiss. And then he looked at me, he said, I love you. And I said, I love you too. And he passed, closing his eyes, or with his eyes looking at me. And when his eyes closed, I knew he was gone then. But can't nobody take that, what God gave me, that moment, that very moment, away from me.
Wow.
Like I tell people, bad, good, and the ugly, he had me and I had him.
Wow.
And at that time, I wouldn't have wished for nothing no different.
You wouldn't have wished for nothing.
Nothing no different. I mean,
you was there. You was able to be there, and you didn't have to wonder, what was his last moments like, you know. And so, we just gonna take a little prayer break to pray for all the people who has lost a loved one, in this season, and including my family. They're really going through it, and they're struggling through it. But God, just know that God is with you.
And He is.
God is with you, and Holy Spirit, comfort them. Comfort all of my family, comfort all of the families that have lost a loved one. And so, Edith, what can you tell our viewers right now that really helped you? I know you said God and prayer and stuff, but is there anything else that you could just say right now other than that
what I would say,
that
and
helped you get through it?
What I would say, and I'm very firm with it when I say it,
Okay.
with my kids and my family, is never underestimate life. It's not promised to you.
That's
Every
good.
day and every time that you can say you love somebody, tell them. Because it's not guaranteed you can tell them tomorrow. And I still tell him I love him. And I tell my kids I love them. My grandkids, we have a little saying, and they call me Mima or Momo. And we sing to each other. And I'm blessed. And to be blessed, you got to give it to God, let God take care of it. Know your loved ones, your friends, your partners, whatever it is, let them know. Not just in an after argument, not after sitting up. Let them know at your maddest times how much you love them, because they can walk out and it could be an accident. It can be a brain aneurysm. Let them know all day. When you get that feeling that you want to say I love you, just say it. Don't be stubborn and not be able to say I love you. Because I love you is a different term than love you.
Right.
I
it is.
love you means it comes from the bottom of my heart.
Bottom of your heart.
And
love you mean like, yeah.
I can love
you.
the mailman because he's on time.
Exactly. Love
But
you.
I love you means a lot. So don't hesitate and don't be afraid. If you love somebody, let them know it.
Let
It
'em
counts
know.
for a whole lot.
Wow, Edith, thank you so much for that, because that almost brought tears to my eyes.
sorry.
Because I'm saying that is so important.
It is.
And it's like Stevie Wonder, he sung the song, right? These 3 words, I love you. You know, and it's so important. And like with me, I always try to tell my kids every day, all the time, I love them. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be on Facebook,
Yeah.
because they're in different places, cities,
We are.
college, or whatever. Yeah, so I try to tell them I love them all the time. My family, all my family in Denver, Texas, California, all over the world, and I just try to tell them that I love them all the time. Even my friends, because like you said, you never know.
You don't.
You
don't.
never know.
I pray coming all the way down here to be able to see your face again, to tell you thank you.
No, thank you. Thank you for coming and for, just wanting to be a guest on the show and everything and share your story, because it's going to inspire someone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And even like you said, you gave it to God.
Yeah.
It was hard, but you gave it to God. You know what I'm saying? Because we never know. But we do know when we make a transition and we belong to Him, we know we still live eternally.
Yeah,
We
that's
still
true.
live for eternity.
That's
with
true.
Him, right? With
That's
God.
so true. No matter which way it go,
No matter which
give
way
it to
it
God,
go.
and you know He has you.
Yeah, and just be ready, right?
That's the thing.
Be ready at
Be
all
ready
times.
at all times, because you
So,
never know.
Edith, tell some of our viewers also how you made it through your, did you go through chemotherapy?
I did my chemo,
Okay.
and that was pretty hard for me,
It was hard.
emotionally
Well,
and
I
mentally.
know it was, but I'm
because
just
you
saying.
have these people that, and a lot of people that has cancer, from the mild to the major cancer. Cancer is cancer. It's a killer. It's
killer.
And people don't realize that not everyone die from cancer.
Right, they don't.
And people that have cancer needs to know that
Wow.
it's a lot of us out there that will make it and can make it.
Talk
And it's
about
like
it.
when my fear, I just
about
expressed a feeling yesterday to someone, and I've never expressed this feeling. I don't sleep a lot. I don't get a lot of sleep.
Really?
And then he asked me why, and I had to tell him because I'm scared I won't wake up to my kids.
Oh.
But do you know that night I slept?
What night?
The night after I finally got that out and expressed it to somebody really dear and close to me,
Really?
that was my fear. Maybe if I'd have told someone sooner,
Wow.
it felt like it was something just relieved me to be able to sleep.
Wow.
I know every infomercial it is, girl.
You know what? You might have told them, and they might have prayed.
Yeah.
Lord, please help her get some sleep. We bind the spirit of insomnia, because
That's it.
that's like deprived of sleep.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So it was like that spirit of that thing not trying to let you sleep, and that fear. Because the Bible says God, He did not give us a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind, right?
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, and I definitely understand, because there was a time that I couldn't sleep, but I thank God today I could sleep.
Yeah.
And so today you say you could sleep, right?
I slept that night after telling him. Yes, I did.
Wow.
Really close person, and it's like I have real close friends and family that, pay attention. And he just out of nowhere asked me, why don't you sleep? And I just told him. And I actually slept that night.
So you didn't ask him, he told you?
Yeah, he just came from nowhere and asked me. And I was sitting there and I didn't even know. I said, but you know what, God, how do I tell him this? I don't think I'm crazy.
Wow.
So when I just let it come out and he looked at me, he said, I had a feeling that was it. He said, you're going to wake up, but you're going to sleep tonight. And actually, I slept.
But see, that was God and the Holy Spirit that had told him previous that his friend was not sleeping, and you need to ask her about it so you can confirm it, so you can pray.
That's true.
Because prayer changes things.
That's true.
And if people believe, right?
Yes, you have
and
to.
So he had to be believing for you. Sometimes when we can't even believe for ourselves, we have somebody else believing for us. So we thank God for those people, for those prayer warriors. You see what I'm saying? In our lives.
And I thank God every day for that.
Yeah.
And one thing I did want to say is that cancer is so big right now that if you have a family member that's looking a little different, feeling a little different, or come to you and tell you this is going on in their life, because I've had a couple of them that didn't even believe I carried that disease.
Really?
Because they say you look too good, or your hair ain't falling out, or you're not this.
Yeah.
I lost 106 pounds. And how much weight do I need to lose? How much hair do I need to lose to prove to you that I have cancer? It was.
And why would anybody lie about cancer?
It's about cancer. I got paperwork,
nobody would do that.
It was the weirdest thing for me, because when they were saying it, I just would look and say, "Oh, I didn't know I had to look a certain way." My mother always told me, "You can be poor, but you don't have to look poor."
Wow.
So
amazing.
It's a lot that people need to pay attention to their family members, and if they don't catch it, you catch it.
You talk about that. Pay attention to your family members, you guys.
Yeah.
And you know why I did a little smirk, and nothing funny about this, but only reason why I did is because I was going through something at one time. This is like 10 or 15 years ago, right? Mm-hmm. But what I was going through was like a really, really deep depression. Right. And because it was so deep, and I never displayed around people, I learned how to fake it real good, right? I learned how to fake it. So one person came to me when it all came out, and she came to me and she was like, Gail, I never knew you was depressed. I always seen you smiling. But that smile was an upside down frown. You see what I'm saying? So like you said, pay attention, and because I took it to God, because I know couldn't nobody help me but God.
He's the only person that can.
He's the only person that can help.
Because people will come in your life and they'll tell you, oh, I'm going to be there. I got you, girl. I got your shoulder. All the way down to your family. I ain't going nowhere. The next day, you don't see them no more. There's people I haven't seen since the day I buried my husband.
Are you serious?
But prior to that, it was rooms full of people. It's people I haven't seen since I buried my husband.
Wow.
So when you say you got your family, friends, or your loved ones, really, truly have them if it's a phone call away.
And you really, really never know. Like you said, you never know what family is going through. And that's the reason why it's so important to be led by the Holy Spirit also.
Yes.
It's so important. Like everything that I do and I say in the way that I live today, I really try to be led by the Holy Spirit, because I don't want it to be me. Because if the Holy Spirit is leading me, He might put one person on my mind, and next thing you know, I'm praying for that person. Only because if they popped up on my mind in any kind of way, if they popped up on my mind, I'll do a little prayer, because you never know why they popped up on your mind.
Right, that's true.
They could pop up on your mind in a good way, and that could be a deception from the enemy, making you think, oh, they doing real, real good.
Right.
Or you could see somebody that's doing real, real good.
Right.
Or even some of our celebrities that look like they doing real, real good. We need to pray.
Right.
We need to pray today. Like, all these songs keep popping up, but MC Hammer, he said it right.
He said it right off.
We need to pray. Today we need to pray.
That's
Every
true.
day we need to pray.
That's
because
true.
you never know. You never know. Even the celebrities is out there, and they looking like they're doing so good, and they so famous and so fabulous, and they are.
There.
But a lot of them behind closed doors, they're crying, they're depressed, they need help. Look at some of the celebrities that then killed themselves. Anna Nicole.
That's what I was
Look at Michael
say.
Jackson. Look at all these different celebrities, and nobody knew that they were that bad to the point of suicide.
And that's the thing with
Nobody knew.
people speak about how the celebrities are living so well and got so much money,
See?
but people don't realize that money is
don't
the
make you
rule.
happy.
Seriously, the rule of all evil. Michael
It's the
Jackson
love
and a lot of
money,
other
though.
people.
It's
Look at all the
love of money. It's
that's
the way
it.
they love it. You know,
You gotta
it's
keep
not
buying
money,
and
'cause
keep
money
buying.
is good. We gonna say that on air.
Don't get
Money
around.
is good, right?
Money
But
pays
it's
the
the
bills.
love of money that's the root of all evil.
That's
and it's
it.
the way people love it so much to like, oh, I'm gonna do anything for it.
That's it.
It's the way that they love it, right? And then, like you said, the people we never know because they have so much money. We think they doing so good all the time, and nobody knows
They're going through the
behind
same
closed
things we're
doors
going
what
through.
they doing. They probably crying, half of them, and then don't nobody know till it come out on the news. Oh, this person was found in a hotel, overdose, and this and that, and that's because so many people out there that's going through depression, that's going through oppression. And people look at them and think that, oh, they got it going on. I don't need to pray for them. Yes, you do. That's the ones that you really need to pray for.
Pray for more.
Yes.
Pray for more.
And the ones that might piss you off, we just going to put it out there like that too. The ones that might piss you off and you might be mad at, that's the ones that you need to pray for too. Because that's the ones that the enemy's trying to get you not to pray for.
That's it. That's true. So you got to keep your prayers today honest and keep them true, because at the end of the day we might want to have that same money they got, and then we'll be in the same situation. Because I'm gonna be honest, I can get depressed real quick. I can get depressed quick, or I can get agitated quick behind some bills.
Would you say agitated?
Agitated behind some $50 water bill. But at the end of the day, they paying $1,000 water bills over here.
See?
And then I'm sitting up here crying about a $50 water bill.
See?
So I can understand the more money you make, the more depression you get.
So, but I won't say I won't exactly say it like that. I will say it like this: it don't matter whether you have a lot of money or a little money. If you depressed, you depressed, right?
That's
because
true.
you know what I was thinking today. I was thinking today. This you guys have to share this, right? I was thinking I was so grateful because just like the richest person in the world,
right?
I have a roof over my head.
That's it.
I have food in my refrigerator. My body is healthy from head to toe. My spirit, mind, body, and soul, everything is intact. My kids are healthy. They're healthy. They're happy. They're alive. They're good. They're well. We got all our limbs. Our blood is flowing right. Our heart is beating right. So, a lot of the times we think, oh, we don't have this and we don't have this. But you know what? The richest person in the world, we have exactly really what they have. Right. They just have more of it.
More of it.
More of it.
Bigger
what
of
I'm
it.
saying? Yeah. They might have a bigger house. Not an apartment, but a house. You know what I'm saying? But they might not. They might have five refrigerators because it's so. They got a lot of money. They might have 2 or 3 refrigerators. I might have one small refrigerator. That's all I need, right? It's just me.
Keep it cold.
So I'm saying I was just thinking that today, you guys, and wherever you are, be grateful. Be grateful to God, because you might look at people and they might have all these big old fancy cars and flashy this and flashy that, but you have exactly what they have.
Yes.
And you're probably happier. Some of us are probably happier, but whether big money or small money, if you're depressed, you're depressed. And if you're happy, you're happy.
That's
so
true.
Be happy, stay joyful, and just know that it's your decision to be joyful, right?
That's true. That's
everybody's
true.
decision.
You got to bring your own joy.
No matter what you've been through, no matter what it looks like, because it's going to be all right anyway.
That's true. That is so true.
It's going to be all right.
I know one time when I was talking to you that day, and I thank you. And I can't, the chills that run through my body from that day that you stopped me, it just hasn't stopped every time I mention your name.
Wow.
It was somebody had said to me, do you have $30 I can borrow?
Yeah.
I said, I'm sorry, I don't have it right now. They got mad because I didn't have the $30. I said, hold up, wait a minute. Do you have $30? And they said, no. That's why I'm asking you. I said, how you going to get mad at me for not having 30 if you ain't got it?
Are you serious?
Am I right?
So somebody asked you and you said no, and then they got mad at you.
Got mad at me because I didn't have the $30 to give.
And see, and I understand that because I've been there before too. Because I've been the type of person where everybody like, oh, Gail got it. She always got it. She always got it, right? And then sometimes when I didn't have it, people was like, you don't okay, and they get an attitude, and they're assuming that you lying. But why would you lie? And what you just now said make a lot of sense.
Hey, you think I got it and you ain't got it.
So you told them. So that was the same day that you met me?
Yes, the same day I met you, just
serious?
before I met you.
Really?
Maybe 20 minutes before I met you, they called me on the phone and was like, I can't believe that you're not going to give me $30. Baby, if I had it, I would have gave it to you. But at that time, you found me, we're at the gas station putting gas in my car.
Man, but
See,
I'm
God is
trying to
good.
tell you, Edith, I have had the same scenarios. Like, people think automatically you have it. And if you don't have it, they be like, oh, you ain't going to give it to me?
You acting funny.
Yeah, you acting funny. You ain't going to give
Why I
it to me.
can't
No,
just
I
be
don't.
broke, girl? Why I just can't be broke?
And thank God it's not just totally broke, because we always got something, like a penny or two, a dollar or
what I
two,
mean?
or whatever. But at the same time, but if I don't have it to give, I don't have it to give.
I don't have to give.
That's it.
I was going to the gas station, put that last money in my gas tank so I can be
See?
there and available to get to where I need to go and be there for
You
my
see what I'm
grandkids.
saying? And sometimes you don't have it for what they need,
need it
for,
for.
or for them. You don't have it to give. And if you don't, you just don't.
I can't give you my last $30 for you to go to Macy's. I don't shop at Macy's. I'm sorry, I'm being truthful.
See, and I do. I got these couple of items that I get from Macy's that I
Well,
have to go to Macy's.
our
to
makeup.
get, but makeup, exactly.
Yeah, our makeup.
makeup.
But
And other than that,
I just
other than that, I don't.
mm-mm.
But Macy's, we ain't talking
Macy's,
about you, but
I
look.
love you. I love you, Macy's.
Cause,
I love you.
Because you do sell that flawless, and that flawless is good.
Flawless be killing
Are you
it.
serious? Stop it,
Flawless
Edith.
be killing it.
Are you serious, Edith?
One thing I do love is my makeup and my clothes.
Oh my goodness,
So
me
you know,
too. Cause I don't care. It's like 40. It's not even a big bottle. It's like $40 for the little. But guess what? That's it.
it works.
Yeah, yeah,
It works.
Yeah, so for the makeup. So Macy's, you're really good for makeup.
Thank you. Thank you
know?
for that one, especially bringing one to the Antelope Valley.
See, just like with Roscoe's, this is Roscoe Media Center.
I'm waiting
matter
for
of fact,
them.
you guys look us up. rmconair.com and go to see all our different shows. We have a lot of different shows, right? But speaking of Roscoe's, right? Roscoe's Chicken and Waffle, you guys, is like so good. We
The best.
It's the best. It's really, really, really good. I wouldn't even be here if I hadn't have stopped to eat at Roscoe's Chicken and Waffle. Okay? So that's why I'm here right now. So you guys, it's some good blessings in it for you. Go get some Roscoe's Chicken and Waffle. We got.
I'm praying they bring one up there.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Oh, my goodness.
To the Antelope Valley.
To the-
You know what? You put that back on my mind, because that's what I was trying to say too. I had some friends just yesterday, and they were saying about the Roscoe's Chicken and Waffle. Are they coming up here? Are they coming up here? And I'm like, I'm gonna let the leaders know that everybody in Antelope Valley,
We need you.
Roscoe's Chicken and Waffle. Edith said,
We need you. We need you.
We need you up
We
there.
do.
We do. And
We
it's-
drive all the
it's
way.
a-
It's a lot of us drive all the way down to LA.
That's what I did.
Roscoe's.
I was going to the Roscoe's in Hollywood, the one in Inglewood, Pico,
Right.
all the different stores. It's 7 different locations. But I'm telling you,
We need you.
We need a Roscoe's up there, because people ask me all the time, are they going to bring a Roscoe's to Palmdale? And when they do, so leaders, we telling you about the people in Palmdale that really, really
begging
want a
you.
Roscoe's. Yes. We want a Roscoe's up there, yeah. But no, I do thank God for Roscoe's Chicken and Waffle.
Yeah.
I thank God for the Media Center, for Johnny Morris, for Keno, for all the people that believed in me, and allowed me to do a show. You know what I'm saying? Just to bring stories.
And I thank you guys for allowing her to do that, and me being able to have a new family member and friend to me.
Hey, see?
Because that's a blessing to be able to sit here across from you and talk to you
See?
and meeting you, and you allowing me to be here today. And
No, I
that's-
just thank you for coming.
I
I
thank
really
you.
do.
I really do.
And
Appreciate
you was out here earlier today. You was like, I'm doing this show
I'm doing
right.
Girl, I was sitting up here trying to figure out what I'm going to wear, how I'm going to get down there on the phone. I'm nervous. I don't know
did
what I'm
good,
going to
though.
say. And you know what I said to God? Just give it to me. Whatever
give
it
it to
is
me.
I need to say
Just
and
give
get
it
out
to me.
there is the truth from the heart.
See, from the heart.
And it's just reality. We got to
Reality.
stop sitting back and blaming everybody else.
Talk about it, Edith. Go
And
ahead.
blaming everybody else for what we don't have and what
Go
we
ahead.
haven't accomplished.
Talk
You
about it.
only are of what you make yourself and you allow God to come in and do for you.
Talk about it, Edith.
You block it, it ain't coming.
See?
Some of them blessings you're blocking, you don't know.
See?
My son is amputee.
Really?
I have my 2 daughters, and I thank God
Wow.
for my son Bam and my daughter India and Kiosha. I couldn't fathom not be having them.
Wow.
And it's like when I sit back and you block your blessings, the dream that I have, I don't have it like people think I have it, but I got what God gave me, and that's 3 beautiful kids and 9 grandkids. I
Wow.
don't even want grandkids, but
Wow.
I'll stick with the
So
9.
3 kids, and he tripled it in the grandkids.
Ain't that something?
369.
Ain't that something?
Yeah, he tripled. So he
Yeah.
gave you not
He-
more than double.
Yes.
He gave you quadruple.
And the best family and extended family that I could have.
Wow. Now, see, that right there is a big blessing. Because a lot of times, our family members, we could have like, okay, ooh, they good, right? But when we have extended family that we could say, that is a double blessing.
I have extended family. I can just pick up the phone any time of night.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Any time of night.
That's beautiful.
And I'm like, I can. God did that. Because
yes, he did.
my brother Richard, my brother Paul, I couldn't live without texting them or calling them.
Wow,
A phone call away.
that is so
A
beautiful.
phone call away.
Phone
And
call away.
it's awesome to have, that and go through what I just went through. And they don't realize it's just been a couple months. But I'm still fighting
Been a
that.
couple of months.
It's only been a couple months.
Oh wow, Edith, I'm so sorry.
And
to hear
it's
that. I can't tell
The
you.
roughest ride I've ever rode on. But it's like, God gave me the strength to be able to be at that gas station.
And how many years were you guys married?
We were together 34 years, married 25.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's a lifetime, just about.
And it's
Well,
hard.
Some people's lifetime.
And especially when you go to sleep seeing the same person, wake up seeing the same person. I tell the truth, good, bad, and the ugly. He
Wow.
was my husband. And I did my part till death did us part.
Wow, when you said my husband, I felt that.
Yes.
You said that was some, yeah, I felt that, right? She said that was my husband, and I felt that, I really did. But you know what, you guys, we just thank God right now, and we, like I said, we pray for any family members out there, for any families that's going through it, because it's so, but look to God. Like Edith said, what'd you say, Edith?
You got to look to God. You got to give it to God and walk away from it.
Give it to God and walk away, and don't give it back, right?
No, don't keep pulling it back.
Don't.
Because you're going to keep giving the same thing to work on. Because once you give it to him and you snatch it back, it's back in your hands.
Okay. And then he gonna be like, okay, oh, you want me to take this again?
Again and
okay,
again.
I'm gonna take it again. I'm gonna start to work on it. Don't interrupt me, right? Let me do my work, right?
That's it.
But when you take it back, you interrupt, right?
We got to start all over again.
Start all over. So, or start back where he started. But I'm just saying,
That's so true.
don't give it and take it back. And I like what she said. So, you guys, on that note, we're going to come right back. We're going to go to a commercial. We're going to thank our sponsors, Pet Bull. And we're just going to go to commercial right now. We'll be right back, okay? Okay.
So many ways I can please. Hey, hey, hey.
Okay, you guys, thank you so much for coming back to I've Been Through It, hosted by Gail Davis. And we're going to go right back to talking with our VIP guests, because all of my guests are VIP, Edith. And Edith, so tell our viewers anything else you would like them to know. Some of the things, like I know that you was telling about God, like give it to God. Don't take it back. Let him keep it, right?
Right.
So give it when she say give it to him, give it to him to have, like it's his, and then you don't own it no more. No. It's not yours no more.
No.
Right?
That's the main thing is because like I said, I've been in this relationship for 34, finna be 35 next month. And I was a nurse, and I had started having my medical conditions, and me and my husband had talked about him working and me sitting at home and taking care of me. Uh-huh. So with me taking that time off and being at home, I became a housewife and a mother. So being that many years, 24 years of being a housewife, being back in the working field was like, I got to get back out here now. So it was so weird that my husband had made comments to me saying, it's going to be okay, you're going to be set, you're going to be this. I really thought, oh, I'm going to be set. Right. So, okay, he took care of this. Right. I literally get $34 over my mortgage. When I realized that, I broke down and cried. What am I going to do? It's still bills out there.
Yeah.
I went and got on my knees in my bathroom and I prayed, God, help me here.
Yes.
And I'm still saying that, but I know He has me, and I just gave it to Him.
Yeah.
I can't keep harping on it. I got to figure it out, work on it, and get it done. But I say to the mothers now that our babies are having babies.
Yes.
And if we can't do nothing else, we weren't given a book on how to be a mom, how to be a parent, So in that, what you need to look at what's going on now in society and work from there. And teach our daughters that we need to know our worth.
Amen.
And what we need to do to make us be able to survive and have kids coming up behind us that's watching our every move.
Amen.
To be able to look and say, that's my mom, or that's my auntie, or something like that, and look up to us as women that they can be proud of, and they have structure to run behind.
Amen.
Because a lot of these girls don't have structures because it's babies having babies out there.
Babies
and we're not speaking on it. It's a hush-hush, especially in our community.
See, especially in our community.
It's a hush-hush. But we need to speak on it. We need to do
on
something
right here
about it.
I've been through it. Yeah, we speaking on it, Edith.
Yeah.
Speaking on
sorry.
it.
We got to do something about it.
No, go on and speak on it. Yes, we got to speak on it. And we're going to even put that out there for the young men out there, too.
Yes.
Because our young men out there are missing dads in the home. And we just pleading out right now to the dads, stay in the home. Stay connected. Even if you just can't, well, we hope that you can stay in the home. And if you can't, stay connected to your son because your son needs you. My son, he grew up, and thank God it was a lot of men around.
Right.
It was his men on his dad's side because his dad wasn't around for certain reasons.
Right.
But the men on his dad's side, men at the church, and I kept my son in church, take him to the YMCA. We went to the Boys and Girls Club. I tried to keep my son in positive things around positive male role models, So you guys make sure we not just like sending it out to the young women, we sending it out to the young men. You guys make good decisions. Don't just think with the other one. Think with this head. Okay? No, seriously, that is so serious.
That is
Don't
so
think
true.
with the other head, but think with this head.
Right.
And think and know that if I'm doing certain things, I'm going to be a father.
Right.
And then when you become a father, you can't just say, oh, I'm too young. I wasn't ready.
You wasn't too young.
You was ready when you was like doing what you was doing. So make good decisions, you guys. And that's all we really trying to say. Make good decisions because it's going to affect the baby. It's not going to affect the girl. It's going to affect the girl too, but the baby is innocent. They didn't ask to be here. They didn't ask to come here. So we sending this out to the young women, to the young men. You guys make better decisions, make better choices. You know what I'm saying? And if you are making good choices already, be a what am I trying to say? Be a voice for your peers.
Right.
And let them know to make good decisions. It's not, sometimes we need our friends to gather around us, and let us know, oh, we got to make good decisions, you know what I'm saying?
Girl, you just sent some chills to
Yeah,
me.
because like my kids, even when they were doing good, they were still trying to influence their friends to do good also.
Right.
So even if you're doing good and you see your other friends making bad decisions, try to influence them and talk to them to make better decisions too, because it's all about the decisions we make today that's going to form our tomorrow. And you're making memories right now, so just know that too, right?
Right.
Whatever you do today, you're making memories. You know what I'm saying, Edith?
That's true.
You're making memories, right?
That's true. You have to.
So make good memories.
If you think about back in my younger days, I still have pictures from my father and my mom and my family, and thank God for my family in Louisiana, Michigan. I've sending me pictures because those are memories. But at the end of the day, the memories that you don't have in your brain, the ones that you have on a piece of paper, that piece of paper can be burnt up, floated away, anything.
So
make a memory that can be kept in the back of somebody's head. Do you remember when? Type of thing. And I wanted to touch on one thing that you had brought up.
Okay, go ahead.
Regarding the young men today and the women. Women, stop using these men. Okay, if you have a baby's a blessing. and it's supposed to be used as a blessing.
Amen.
Don't just have these babies that try to trap these men and then have it situated. And men, be smart, like she said. At the end of the day, you can be a father, but don't stay in an abusive relationship or in a relationship that's going to hold you just to make it a family.
Talk about it.
A weekend father is better than no father at all.
Talk about
So when you have a child, be there for your child, and don't jeopardize your freedom.
See?
On either end. On the woman's end, don't jeopardize your freedom for acting silly with this man. And you as a man, don't jeopardize your freedom to act silly with this woman. Do what y'all can, like you work together to make the better baby. Work together to keep that baby living right.
That baby and to raise him right.
You know, to raise him where he knows he has a mom and dad. But you don't have to be in something that's not healthy. Because a lot of people get depressed behind what they have to do, and they can't do it the way it's want to be done. Do it the best you know how to do it.
Do it the best you know how to do. The best you know how to do. And you know what? When you pray and you ask God, I don't know how to do this, but can you help me?
That's it.
Just that simple. You know, God is a simple God. He is a relationship God. He's a father. And all he wants you to do is ask for his help. You ask for his help, you got it. Just like that. You know what I'm saying? And then you may not even see it because it might come slowly. You know, love comes softly, it comes slowly sometimes. But it's going to happen if you just ask him, help me, God. I don't know how to be a young mother. You know, we didn't know, Edith, right? We didn't know. But you know what? I know that I love my babies, and I knew that I was going to do whatever it took to for my babies not to have a dysfunctional upbringing as I had.
Yeah.
That's what I did know.
That's one thing
that's what I did know.
Us as mothers and young men and men, I'm not taking anything from you, because being a father is hard too. Especially you have to deal with some of these knucklehead women these days. I'm keeping honest. I'm a woman. We can be knuckleheads.
Yeah,
at the end of the day.
Yes.
Because some of us women, if we can't have you, we don't want you around the baby. That don't make sense.
See, that was the opposite.
Diapers.
That was always the opposite.
That's me.
I don't care what I went through, and all my baby days. My two that's left. One is deceased, Sam White. We give a shout out to Sam White. But my two baby daddies that I have right now, they both know that I don't care what I went through with them. If my baby was like, I want to see my daddy, we going to see their daddy. My son's daddy was away for a while, but he said, Mama, I want to see my daddy. And my son, I traveled to take my son to see his dad, but he seen his dad. It didn't matter what I was going through. So like you said, I like how you said that, Edith. I like that.
Because it's a lot of men and women.
Yeah.
That are stuck in relationships. Women scared to leave because of the finances. Okay. Men scared to leave because of the finances. Mm-hmm. It is what it is. Mm-hmm. So you're going to sit in this house or sit in this apartment or be wherever you're going to be and be unhappy to the point it's affecting the child anyway. Mm-hmm. It's going to affect the child, the arguing, the disagreement, the unnecessary communication. See? If it is going to affect them anyway. So do what's right when it comes to your children, your heart, and your mind. Because if your mind and your heart ain't right, your child ain't right.
Talk about
it.
Because
even though you think they don't see it, they see it.
Talk about it.
They see it.
Even when you're trying to hide it, right?
Yes. My daughters would come to me and like I said, with my relationship, good, bad, and ugly.
See, even
and
when
in the ugly, my daughters would come to me in a minute, Mama.
See, what's going on?
I mean, even after,
because they know, they feel, and even if they don't see it, they feel it. Because believe me,
we show it.
The spirit of this. No, well, not all the time. Sometimes we fake it good. I'm gonna tell you, I faked it pretty good, right? The depression thing, I faked it pretty good. And I used to hide it from my kids. But what I didn't realize, you guys, and this is something that I'm just sharing with you guys, and it's personal, right? But it's real. I did not realize when I was going through my depression, I would hide it really good. They'd come home from school and, I'd be like, oh, I'm happy, looking good. Food might be cooking sometime, or, they have something to warm up or whatever. But what I didn't know is that spirit of depression was running rampant through my house.
Right.
And the reason how I realized this is because later on my kids revealed some things to me, and I knew that was that spirit of depression trying to get them. But because I still trusted in God, I still prayed, I still went to God, I still went to church, I still had a personal relationship with Him, He saved me. Well, He protected me and protected my kids through that spirit even running through my house. So we got to be careful of what spirits that we let running rampant through our house. We might not think that the kids are seeing, but believe me, they feel.
You're right.
They can feel. They might not be able to see it all the time, but they definitely can feel it.
That's one thing for real.
They can feel it,
especially
right?
when you ramping and raging all night. They ain't getting no sleep.
See?
They sitting up there listening through the walls.
Talk
If
about
you
it.
take it upstairs, if they downstairs, they hear it. If they upstairs, they hear it. So it's still affecting their lives and who
It's
they are.
affecting them,
From
yes.
from them first coming out the womb until they grown. Because
Talk
like
about
you
it.
said, your kids bring it to you.
Later.
Mine knew.
Yeah, later. They said,
Mine
Mama.
knew from my son to the youngest. They knew.
See?
They knew that Mama wasn't happy. They used to seeing somebody smiling, laughing, and being
See?
goofy. Like I was a good cover too.
See, we
I was a good
covered it
cover.
up good,
We could
but
cover
we
it.
could never cover up a spirit. You see what I'm
But
saying? Because the spirit
you know what my problem was? Like you said,
runs rapid.
I would cook. When I get
See?
depressed, I make a roast, a fried chicken, mashed potatoes. I'm making 3 meals in one day. My kids look at me like,
Now that's funny,
That's
Edith.
too much.
That's funny right there, Edith. But that's pretty good though, right?
It's the truth.
'Cause
It's
that's a
so
new
much
one.
the truth.
That's
I
a new
cooked too
one. I
much
ain't never
food.
heard of that
Then
one.
next week my refrigerator empty because I was mad for one day.
Well, they be coming home like, Mama, are we having company? Are we having guests coming over tonight because all this food here?
Got pies and stuff
Yeah.
made. I don't even eat pies.
You know what I'm saying? But you know, one thing too, I want to bring out a point. I do want to bring out, like we were talking about the relationships and people going through. If you have a pastor or you have like a local counselor or somebody to go talk to, then go get some counsel. If you guys can't come to an agreement, try to work it out. Go to God because He's the best counselor, you guys. You know what I'm saying? Go to God in prayer. Both of you guys. If you guys are going through, we talking about marriages. I'm not married and I don't know that much about that, so I'm just going to leave that to the married people. But I can say that prayer will change things. So you can take anything to God in prayer. He is the greatest counselor. Yes. But if you don't even take it to God, go to a counselor. Go to your pastor. Go to a therapist. Get some counseling. It's nothing wrong with getting counseling. It don't mean that you're crazy. It just means that you need someone to listen to you, someone to be a mediator, and that's it. And that's all. Everything is can be worked out.
That's true.
Everything can be worked out if two people are working together and they're willing to just work together and not give up. That's the key. Don't give up. Don't give up. And then if you have to, like Edith said earlier, if you have to give up because it's not a safe situation, then, run. You know what I'm saying?
Them skates
run then, right?
Them skates you got for Christmas.
You better run, right? Because if you know that it's not a good situation, run.
Because it's been a lot of
but
people.
If it can be worked out, try to work it out.
Yeah, and if you worked and after so many years nothing have changed,
talk about
then
See,
if you don't went to counseling, if you don't worked on it, and you after so long, it's time to go your separate ways.
Yeah.
But in the process of going your separate ways, take care of your kids.
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 And then that's the only problem that I see that's going on with a lot of marriages, relationships, and couples. And I look on both ends because I'm the youngest girl out the family, and I seen what my brothers went through. Wow. I seen what my sisters went through, and I know what I went through in a marriage.
Yes.
You're gonna have your good, your bad, and the ugly, and you learn from all that. So don't close your door to learning something new.
Talk about it.
Leave your door open where you can learn that, so you can teach your daughters and your sons how to be open to learning. You ain't got to be in a schoolroom sitting at a table to learn nothing.
So Edith, because you were married for so long, can you give our viewers some advice to let them, something that you and your husband did to last as long as you did, because 34 years, that's a long time, right? But can you give our viewers some advice, something that you guys did, and it worked?
My daughters are gonna kill me, my son, but I'm gonna be truthful. Me and my husband had, you know that song, your good days outweigh your bad days?
Yes.
We're about even.
Okay.
On there, but what we would agree to disagree.
Okay.
And then what I would do, I'm the type of person, I don't like to argue.
Okay.
I don't like to prolong stuff. So what you do, my mother taught me something. She's one of them real Louisiana women. You don't go to bed without saying I love you.
Okay.
Whether you mad or not. And when you're sitting up there and you're thinking about the things to say, I regret still today some of the stuff I've said to my husband.
Right.
And I know he regrets some of the things he said for me, because when you get mad, you can say some hurtful stuff.
Right.
Stop, think, and pay attention to what's about to roll off your tongue.
Ooh.
Because that's some things you can't take back. And I ask God to
Talk
forgive
about
me
it.
for the things that I can't take back, because he's not here for me to tell him. But you want to know what God did do? He brought my husband to me one day in the bathroom. I was in a tub. I said, okay, you in my private time. And he said, can I talk to you for a minute? I said, can I have my bathroom time? Because everybody know when I'm in there, leave me alone.
That's
But
your
then I
time.
knew he
That's your
had to
time.
talk to me.
Yes.
So I said, okay. He sat on the floor. He apologized for so many things that was negative in our marriage, that was caused by him. And I thank God for that. Because I was able in the same breath with my stubborn self to go back and say, baby, I'm sorry for the things that I've said and done.
Wow.
So we had that closure at that time.
Wow.
And we were able to move on. And I can say, out of all the years of being with my husband, my heart and my soul is free. Because I know that I was able to tell him without arguing
Wow.
and nothing how much I loved him, appreciated him, and I was sorry for the things that I said. And him too. So watch, when you're in the midst of that anger,
Wow.
watch what rolls off your tongue. It's okay to think it, but sometimes everything don't need to be said.
Wow, Edith, you are giving me chills over here, right? No, because that is such a message in itself. Okay? Could you just say that like 2 more times? Watch
Watch what rolls off your tongue. Some things you can't pull back, and when you pull them back, trust me, once you've said it, is up in the air.
Wow.
And I could always go back. And my kids and people used to say, you're like elephants, you don't forget nothing. I can go back to something my husband said to me 10 years ago that hurt my heart.
Wow.
So watch what you say.
Because
Watch
words
what rolls off
do
your
hurt,
tongue.
right?
Words hurts worse than the action.
See? Because words stay.
So
They
it's
stay.
like, keep it real and as most positive as you can. And if you can't say nothing positive, I'm going to tell you, like Carlene Bankhead said, don't say nothing at
If
all.
you ain't got nothing nice to say,
Don't
don't say
say
nothing.
Because it doesn't make sense to say something that you have to. My thing is, my mother said this: if you're going to say something negative about your husband, then you might as well pack your stuff, because what you look like walking around with this man you done talked about like a dog to your
See?
friends, but yet you at a party or a birthday or a graduation, the next day smell like nothing happened last night and y'all was fighting like cats and dogs.
You go ahead on and say that, Edith, girl. You go ahead on, because you've been, I mean, we talking about somebody's been married a long time. Edith been married, what, 34 years?
24 years with my husband,
24,
35.
but 35, but together, so y'all been married like 35 years,
Yeah,
right?
pretty much.
So 35 years, you know some stuff.
Oh yeah, I learned.
You know some stuff.
Oh, did
But I
I?
like what you said. Make sure you pay attention to what rolls off your tongue, because once it roll off, it can't roll back on.
It's gone. It's out there.
Wow.
I cried plenty of times for something I said, not what he said to me. I personally said.
Wow.
I had to really pray like 8 years ago.
Wow.
God, please forgive me for saying the things that I said, and please teach me how to express myself better.
Ooh, see, put that out there.
Because expressing yourself,
Uh-huh.
that comes from the heart.
That comes
you
from the
have
heart.
to sit and think about that one. You have
See?
to sit and say, okay, what am I going to say now?
See,
What am I going to say? Because I tell people, and they'll tell
but you
you if you know
said,
me.
Lord, teach me how to express myself.
Because I didn't know how. I didn't know how to be that wife I should have been.
See?
I didn't know how to take his mistakes and make them into a learning lesson for me.
Oh, girl, God, we about running out of time, boy. I'm telling you, this is so good, right? So, Edith, you said you didn't know how to take his mistakes and like
Make them a learning lesson for me.
make them instead of like go off, throw some dishes or whatever.
I'm the youngest. I know how to break stuff, glasses.
See?
I told my friend I just broke a mirror. I got to go replace this mirror. He said, why do you do that? You replace it. Because that's the way I let my anger out instead of throwing it
Oh,
at somebody.
my gosh.
So I said, I got to change this because I ain't got no more money.
You talking to somebody. You talking to me too, but you talking to somebody
I
else
don't,
too
I don't
out
have
there.
no money.
Somebody
that mirror
out
was $50
there
when
is
I had it.
getting
I ain't
this.
got it today to break no mirrors. I don't. So
Okay, y'all get this because Edith has been talking about it. I really love just talking to you, Edith.
I love
you definitely have to come back.
Definitely.
You definitely have to come back
Thank
because you
you.
are just like bringing out so many good points, right?
Thank
I'm
you.
loving it. I'm loving it, you guys. But our time is just about up. So we're going to
been
just
that long,
say
girl.
it's
See?
been that
I
hour go by
appreciate
quick,
you.
right?
I need
But
to
we
say that.
just thank God for Roscoe's Media Center. We thank God for this platform. We thank God for the opportunity to bring stories, to bring testimonies, and hopefully some we said here today. Edith, I know you helped me today. You just said a lot of things that helped me today,
Thank
and I
you.
know it helped somebody out there. So hopefully some we said today that helped some of our viewers today. You guys come back every Monday at 4. I've been through it, hosted by Gail Davis. Thank you so much for
Gail.
coming. Beautiful people. Thank you, Edith.
Thank you, babe.
Thank you so much.
Dear Father, I stand today just want to say thank you, Lord, for everything that you've done for me. Somebody's gonna need you, Lord. Somebody's gonna need a friend. Well, I stopped by to let you know that I know somebody that'll stick closer than a mother, somebody that'll stick closer than even a father. Well, friend, I'm talking about Jesus Christ. Yeah. Thank you, Lord. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Jesus. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. 'Cause I know Jesus will never let you down. No. Whenever you need him, I know. We'll never let you down. No, whenever you need him, oh yeah, he'll always be around. Hey, yeah. You may need a friend sometimes. There always will be there for you. Now I came to tell you today that Jesus will be there every day. 'Cause I know Jesus, he'll never let you down. Whenever you need the Lord, I know never let you down. No, no.